A second type of triangle that we can find the area of is a side-side-side triangle where we know all three sides and none of the angles. I'm not going to show you where this formula comes from because it involves math that you don't know yet and a very long and involved proof. But there is a simple formula that we can use to find the area of a side-side-side triangle. The first thing we have to do is find what's called the semi-perimeter, or half of the perimeter. So add up the sides and divide by 2. So we're going to call that S. So S is 1/2 of 8 plus 10 plus 14, which is 1/2 of 32, or 16. The next thing then we do is apply the formula, which says the area is the square root of S, the semi-perimeter, times S minus side A, times S minus side B, times S minus side C. So I'll just write over here that A, B, C are the three sides. So if we put in our numbers here, we have the square root of 16 minus 16, or I'm sorry, times 16 minus 8, times 16 minus 10, times 16 minus 14. And I usually simplify that a bit in my head before I type it into the calculator, so that's 16 times 8 times 6 times 2. So if we quickly do that on the calculator, the square root of 16 times 8 times 10, I don't know if I did it in the same order, times 2, but same idea. And I think I typed in something wrong because that's not what the correct answer is supposed to be. Lest all of you be crying half point by now, I just corrected it. There's the correct answer. So about 13.19, I believe, centimeters squared is our answer. 39.19 centimeters squared. Double check again. Okay, good, got it. Now, let's do one more problem. So I'm going to look at this problem down here. Let's down this page here so we can get this problem. Given triangle BAT, I think I need to change this to a T. Okay, given triangle BAT with B equals 8, A equals 9, and T equals 19. If we go through the same process, so here's I can just make a sketch of the triangle. 8, 9, 19. And S is equal to 1/2 times 8 plus 9 plus 19. I'd encourage you to pause the video and try this yourself and then turn it back on to get the answer. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pause it right now and work it, and you pause it and work it yourself. For those of you who worked it, you probably got an error message. And here's the problem right here. When you find the semi-perimeter, it's 18, but when you set up the area formula, you have this 18 minus 19, which gives you a negative number. You're taking the square root of a negative number, which is undefined. So what went wrong here? What you have to recognize is I can't possibly make a triangle out of these three sides. 8 and 9 is 17. This side is 19. Even if I stretch these sides as far as I could stretch them, so here's my vertex, this is 8 and this is 9, 19 is still longer than that. There's no way I can make a triangle out of those three sides. So every once in a while, I'll throw one of these in where the triangle is not possible. For a triangle to be possible, the sum of two sides must be greater than the third side. And if that's not true for all sides of the triangle, then no triangle is possible. So that's Hero's formula, and fairly easy to use when you know all three sides of the triangle.